Just checking to make sure everything's going okay here. And it appears that we are live. So let me go ahead and get the greetings started. On this episode of YouTube Talk, we're going to ask the question, how long should your YouTube intros be? From the perspective of Nick Nimmin. And we're going to take a look at how small YouTubers can make money with Sean Cannell of Think Media. And as always, I'll give updates on open invites and collabs. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, I'm Denise Jordan, and this is YouTube Talk. So if you want to grow your influence through YouTube, then hit that subscribe button and tap the little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming strategy sessions. If you've joined us on the replay, welcome. Be sure to jump in, leave your comments or questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And for those of you that have joined me live, how you doing? It is good to see you. And I'm trying to make sure my device over here is working properly, because I need to be able to see that when we go to live stream. There we go. Jump in, leave your comments or questions. All right, let me get the audio off. And for those of you that have joined me live, how you doing? It is good to see you. And okay. I am working at a disadvantage tonight, but let me go ahead and say hello to my sisters that have joined me tonight. So if you are jumping on this live stream for the first time, you have stumbled across the Sister Circle, and it is a group of like-minded women and gents who have joined together to support one another to be successful on this YouTube journey. And we are trying to grow our YouTube channels one subscriber at a time. And the first one that jumped on tonight is my sister Liz from Jazzy Green Decor Style. So how you doing, Liz? And Carol from My Blessed Nest, she's saying hi everyone, and she's dropped a circle for us to circle up, and that means that we're going to take care of some business tonight. And Cheryl from iStyle My Style is also greeting us as well. And you guys, let me know if you can hear me okay. I want to make sure that the audio is okay. I think it is, but just say, yeah, I can hear you, and let me know that I'm doing okay. Hey, Andrea from the Queen's Court is saying hello. And let's see. And then there is Darcy at Organized by Darcy. And Stephanie from Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie has joined us as well. So how are you ladies all doing tonight? And they're saying hello to Suye. Is Suye here? I must have missed her. Oh, there she is. Wait, nope, they're saying hello to her, but where is Suye? Anyway, Suye is on here somewhere. My Style, My Colors. So she must have said hello to someone. I don't see her here, but hey, Suye, good to have you with us. And let's see who else. Wendy from Wendy Always Busy just joined in. So we have got quite a few people who have joined us tonight, and I appreciate that. I'm really kind of excited about tonight's topic. I really struggled as to what video to have us take a look at. And I finally decided to go ahead and have us look at two, because both of them are like 5 minutes long. So it's not a problem at all. Oh, okay. All right. Carol says she made a mistake, so Suye is not on. And Stephanie says, yes, she can hear me. So thank you. Guys, I have to tell you, my iPad has died. Oh, my goodness. My iPad is dead. It's been on life support for the past year, and I would like stroke it and jiggle it and pray over it, and then I could get it to work for another few days. Well, it hasn't come on in the last probably 36, almost 48 hours. So I may have to buy another one. And typically I set my iPad over here, and then I can use it when I'm sharing screen so that I can see what you can see. Well, I've got my Kindle reader here tonight, so it seems to be working okay, but, we'll see what's what. And then, I just had to buy this new computer, and now the stupid iPad goes out. I'm like, oh, When it rains, it pours. All right. So everyone says that they can hear me. Okay. So guys, I'll tell you what I was thinking. Oh, and then here's someone else that just joined us. Creating with Miss Kaye is on with us as well. So it looks like we've got 11 people that are watching. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and just make a couple of comments. I just wanted to say that our last few sessions have been fire. They have really, really been good. So if you have missed any of our last few shows, I encourage you to go back, take a look at the replay, because you will get good value from them. We really had some good shows. I brought some good information based on the YouTube gurus we were looking at on that particular night. And you guys know Selma Joffrey is the truth, and so is Sean Cannell. And speaking of Sean Cannell, as you know, he is the YouTube guru that I follow most often. He's got another challenge coming up, a 7-day influencer challenge. And I did link that in the description box. I think it's something that we should all consider jumping on and doing, because of course, you know, it's a promotional thing for him. But for 7 days, he hosts this YouTube challenge, and it gives you great value every day, gives you some tips and strategies and that kind of thing. So whether or not you ever decide to take another step with him, just those 7 days will be amazing. I know LaTanya Edwards jumped on that last year, so I encourage you to check it out. The link is in the description box. All right. I'll get that off the screen. And then Andrea is reminding people to give me a thumbs up. Yes, please give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. And I'm going to just kind of go ahead and get started. And Penny says she's got it. So maybe she's already got the information about the YouTube challenge. And then someone is saying hello to Michelle. So, oh, I see Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life has joined us as well. So there's Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life, as well as Gladys at GGFaison for the Love of Decor. So it is good to have them with us as well. All right, so tonight's video assignment is how long should YouTube video intros be? And I thought it was quite appropriate for us to address this particular topic tonight, because last week we looked at a video by Sean Cannell and the Think Media team that talked about some of the mistakes that YouTubers make. And one of those mistakes was having videos that were too long. And when they mentioned that the videos were too long, there were a couple of things that they said we could do to fix that. And they said that we could make them shorter, which the thing for 2021 is to be shorter videos, but we could make them shorter by shortening the intros. Outros were too long, so cutting down on the outro. And then I also mentioned focusing on images or graphics in a video too long. So then when I looked at this video by Nick Nimmin, and a question had been raised to him on one of his shows about, well, how long should your YouTube video intros be? He said 3 to 5 seconds. So just let's just kind of sit on that for a minute. 3 to 5 seconds. So 3 to 5 seconds is what Nick said. He suggests that your intro should be if you feel like you need to have an intro. Now, that's the thing. You know, I took notes from the video, and when I was looking at the video, he said, first of all, his first question was, is an intro necessary? Is an intro necessary? And I thought, that's a good question. So now, before I get into that, I'm going to welcome these few other people, and then we're going to talk about it. So we just had a couple people answering that question that I posed. So Kimberly Davis from A Blessed Home with Kimberly Davis joined us, and she's saying hello. And then I think Kadiga, at Penny's Place, is also saying hello and greeting people. And then In the Kitchen with Karen has joined us as well. And then Kadiga from Her Healthy Home. So we've got several people that are on with us tonight. Now, ladies, her healthy home, who is Kadiga, and then in the kitchen with Karen. They're fairly new. They've been with us before, but they're still getting to know all of us. So please welcome them and make them feel comfortable. And then a few people answered the question. They said, Penny thought the intro should be 10 seconds. And see, Penny, I would have agreed with you last week. But what I've learned from watching Nick's video and Sean's video, we're going on 2020 information. In 2020, 10-second intros were fine. But in 2021, they're looking at 3 to 5 second intros or no intros. And I'm like, seriously? So let me just show you a couple of things that I've tried. And we'll just kind of see how that goes. And let's see, my last video, where is it? Let me find it. I'm not sure what Miss Pullard is referring to here. So someone can catch her up on whatever I've missed there. But Penny said 3 to 5 seconds. Wow, she was a little bit surprised at that. And yeah, I was a little bit surprised at that as well. So now let me get that off the screen. And I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you the last video that I did. And so remember, ladies, like here in the Sister Circle, and if you're new to us, like I said, you stumbled across the Sister Circle. And hey, Simple Southern Reflections, I see you're with us as well. What we try to do is execute the things that we are learning. Now, Simple Southern Reflections on this channel right here, we're talking YouTube strategy. We're not talking my usual stuff, which is why it's not on that other channel. So welcome Simple Southern Reflections here too, ladies. She's one of my subscribers on the TNT community. So she's checking us out tonight because she might have a YouTube channel as well. So now let's talk about this. So on my last video, I tried to execute the strategy of no intro, just kind of getting right into the video. So let me show you this one. Oh, wait. See, I have to talk myself through this process every time or I goof it up. So I'm going to share my screen. So click share screen, Chrome tab, and this one, share. Okay, so this is my video where I was doing some off-grid cooking. And I'm going to just play a little bit of it for you. And you see, when it comes on this episode of Prepping with Denise, I am making beef stew over a campfire. I created a makeshift fire pit on my patio and got the fire going using some Royal Oak hardwood lump charcoal, expert grill fire starter fluid, and one of those little fire starter clicky thingies, lump charcoal. So as you can see here, I just jumped right in. There was no intro. You guys know that I usually will say in this video, we're going to cook beef stew over the campfire. It's what I would typically say, because that's what I learned to say from the Sean Cannell example. And then before I would get into the video, I would introduce myself. I'm Denise Jordan, blah, 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 blah. And then I would start the video. Well, this time, based upon the conversations we've been having here on the Sister Circle, the videos that I've been watching, I thought, okay, I'm going to just try to get right into it. And I must say, it does feel odd to just like jump right in. It does feel odd, but you can see I just got right in. Expert grill fire starter fluid. And the interesting thing that I was thinking about was that what would catch attention more? That on this episode. And then you can hear the dog barking in the background. So it did seem kind of rustic. And that is certainly a lot more engaging than a talking head. So there's that. So the other thing in regards to that, and I want to make sure I keep all my thoughts in. So he said one of the important new metrics that Sean mentioned in the video we watched of his last week is that we look at how long people are not only on our channel, but who's still watching after the first 30 seconds. So now let's go to the analytics. I'm going to click here on the analytics. And I think that should bring it up. And then hopefully, I'm hoping that that showed up. There's a delay on my Kindle, so I don't see the change just yet. So, there we go. Okay, so now I know you guys can see it. So look here. This video has gotten this number of views. And you can see this video has made $7.58 estimated revenue. It has gained me 4 subscribers. This is how much watch time in hours it has had. And it's been about the same as usual. The view counts are up a little bit, not significantly, but it's doing okay. But now let's look at performance. This video and my typical performance. My typical performance is here in the gray. And you can kind of see how it's doing, not bad. But this video in the blue is doing better. And notice from 0 to here, it just went right up nicely. So starting right in, just jumping right in, seemed to be working well. Now let's look down here. Now again, you guys know I'm learning more about the YouTube analytics, just like the rest of you. We are all growing in this area. So I'm really learning to measure and look more because, before I didn't pay attention to it at all. But if you look here, YouTube wants to know who's still watching after 30 seconds. And that's the intro right here. Viewers still watching around the 30-second mark. And you can see I still had 63% of the people watching at the 30-second mark. That's very good because I jumped right in with the fire and then started cooking. And so that did well. Let's look at the continuous segment. They measured that between here and here. And I had about 41% to about 39% of the people still watching during the continuous segment. And it says, great job. So again, going back over here to the intro, it says, this is how many, so that's pretty good. And then for the continuous segment, great job. So that's pretty darn good for that. So I was real pleased with that. So, and this is an example, and I got to figure out how to get back, if I can get back there. Nope. Oh, shoot, wrong video. Sorry. This is it. Okay. Let's play it. Sorry for the delay. On this. So there's that. So now I'm going to stop sharing this video. So now let me go through the process of stop sharing and come back here. Okay, so now we're back to the main screen. So did you see how I operationalize what we've been talking about? Just jumping right into the video. And I felt like I got real good results with that. Now, let me show you this next video that I did where I tried to go through the same process. Keeping in mind that, like I said, I just jumped right in. So that little thing that I usually have spinning around like this and that with Denise, didn't have that up there at front at all. And where I did introduce myself, I did that somewhere further down the line. So let me go to screen share screen, Chrome tab, and monthly grocery haul. I'm going to share that screen. So now this one is my last video where I was doing a monthly grocery haul, and I'm going to start it just like I did. And I just got in my monthly grocery order, so I thought I'd bring it along and let you see what I picked up. I needed to top off some preps, and I also needed to get some fresh produce. We have been eating from our fridge, our freezer, our pantry, and our extended pantry for the past month. I haven't been to the store in a month, and I really needed some fresh produce. So again, notice I just jumped right in. You know, when you popped up the video, I'm already getting the groceries out of the bag and I'm setting them out on the counter and I'm just talking. And you know what made me think about that was the video that we saw by Salma Joffrey. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And she was sipping coffee. Like, you know, she was like, she had like a cup of coffee and oh, and then she just started talking like we surprised her in the video. So, and I thought, oh, okay, so that's kind of how you do that. So I've been watching or examining what the YouTube gurus do and what they tell us to do and how they actually do it. So if you look at the videos that Nick Nimmin has been doing lately, he just jumps right in. And then you might get a little bit of an intro later on. And here's the one question, too, that Salma Joffrey was asking. Like, well, do people really care about who you are? Do they really care that I teach traditional homemaking for today's homemaker? Until they get to know me, they don't care. So now, those of you who are long-term subscribers and you follow different things that I do, you know, you kind of believe that and you're interested in that. But if it's your first video and you're watching me, you don't care that I say I teach traditional homemaking. You want to see, do I actually do that? So, and then let me show you something interesting about this one. So I'm going to go to the analytics on this one. And I thought this was very interesting. Now, this video, which has been up only about, not even a week, has earned $16.38. Now, the Cooking Off the Grid video has earned about half that much. It's been up a little bit longer. And I really thought there would be more interest in that video than this one. And I was proved wrong. But look here. I lost 7 subscribers from this video. Don't ask me why. It says, but subscribers, I lost 7 on this one, whereas I gained 4 on the other one. I lost 7 here. So is that not interesting? Watch time is up, views are up. And if you look here, the gray is what I normally do. This video is performing just slightly above what I normally do. So it's doing okay. But isn't this interesting that I lost 7 subscribers? Now, this one aired as a premiere, and it kind of shows how many people jumped on and how long they were on, that kind of thing. And so I thought that was really kind of interesting. They kind of looks like, I'm thinking that those are pretty good views for a premiere. Now, I've seen some people with more numbers. I'm not comparing myself to them. I'm looking at, you know, what I typically do. And I had several people on, so it was pretty good. It was a fun one. Now down here, looking at the intro, again, YouTube wants to know, are they still on after 30 seconds? Well, yep. When we look at the intro, I still had 71% of the people on at 32 seconds. And then when I look at the continuous segment, which is down here, it looks like I had quite a few people there. Again, it's saying great job. But if we look at the numbers there, 44% to about 42%. So it did pretty good, you know, like right there, people are still on like for the intro. So I still had people on for the first 30 seconds for about there. And then they kind of start to get a little bit bored as we went through. But then when we got to, but I still, you know, it was pretty consistent though, especially right through there. And then they started to drop off about there, which makes me wonder, well, what's going on right here? Let's just see. You are not done yet. Ah, I'm at the end. So when we see they drop off right there is a big drop off. Well, I'm at the end, and when they hear me say you're not done yet, they know I'm done with this video. So there was that. So I just thought that was so interesting Now let's see the comments over here. Oh, I can't see those on that device. So, all right. So now let me stop sharing this screen. So I'm going to stop sharing and come back over here. Wasn't that interesting? At least I thought it was interesting. So let's just see what people are saying over here. Okay, so let me back up to a couple of questions now. Cal, hey, how you doing, sis? Good to have you here as well. I'm backing up now. Just hang on for a second. I got to get back to. Oh, Buckeye Girls, recent things. Hi, I haven't seen you for a while. Good to have you here too. And Miss Pollard, good to have you here as well. So I've got Miss Pollard. She said she doesn't think an intro is necessary. Well, you know what? You're not by yourself, because evidently the YouTube gurus are thinking those same things. And if you look at like Sean Cannell, who is my personal mentor, when you look at his videos now, they just jump right in. And then their logo or sting, it says you just got to press record. It's like less than 3 seconds. Like you just got to press record and bam, it's gone. So yeah, a lot of people don't think it's necessary anymore. Hey, Dee. So Dee says the intro with animation, video logo, or personally introducing yourself. She said she used 3 types. What they're saying right now is just jump right into the video. And I gave you guys this example once before, but I'm going to share it once again. My little granddaughter, Morgan, was standing right here one day, and I was watching the video. And so she came up and she was kind of looking, and she said, well, when is she going to start the video? And I said, well, she did. She said, well, why is she still talking? I'm like, well, I guess that's the video. She was like, oh, and so she left. But I've been thinking a lot about that lately. And if we're just still talking, depending upon what we're talking about, have we actually started the video? That's the question. So when we come, if you go back to when I was lighting that fire and you came on and you saw me, you know, I'm at the campfire, I'm squirting it on, bam, I had started the video already. And then somewhere after I had started putting things over the fire, I did the introduction. And I did the introduction while they were still watching me cook. When I did the grocery haul, I don't know if I ever got around to making that introduction at all until at the very end. So Karen at In the Kitchen with Karen says she doesn't even have an intro. Well, Karen, sounds like maybe you're in good company that you don't have one. So Kim says, if only 3 to 5 seconds, why do an intro? Well, that's a good question. So now, like I said, you know, if you're going to do one, if you feel like you absolutely have to do one, well, what kind of intro will it be? That's the question. So I guess what I'm looking at is I'm having to rethink what an intro is. Is the intro part of me saying, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach traditional homemaking for today's homemaker. If you want to learn more about making and keeping a home, subscribe. How long does it take me to say that at a reasonable conversational speed? And do people really care who I am, especially if they're new when they first start watching the video? And I remember I used to watch Robin at Faith and Flower, and I would notice how when you would watch her videos, you just come right on and she's doing her thing, and then somewhere after about the first 15 seconds she'll say, hi, it's Robin and I'm blah 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 blah. So and then I've noticed other people do that. I was watching a video by Jennifer Scott at the Daily Connoisseur. It was almost 45 seconds before she spoke to us about what the video was about. So the video just boom started, and she was doing a homemaking video, and we watched her going through the various steps of the video. And then there was like a 5-second introduction of Jennifer Scott from the Daily Connoisseur. So Kim, when you say why bother, I've noticed that some people have these adorable little graphic cards. I don't have one, but adorable little graphics that might have their name, their logo, and something that says subscribe or whatever. And that flashes on the screen for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then you're back into the video. Or maybe it shows up at the very end of the video. I don't know. I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm gathering from watching some of these other YouTube gurus. So you're right. It's like, it's only 3 to 5 seconds, then why do an intro? Maybe you don't. So, let me show you another one. And again, let's see what Penny says. So Gigi says she agrees with Kimberly, saying her name kills 3 to 5 seconds. Exactly. And you know, Nick Nimmin, Sean Cannell, and Daryl Eves are all talking about the viewer experience, and that we have to be more concerned about the viewer experience. What kind of experience are we providing for our viewers? Are we wasting their time with our intros? So the stuff we're talking about now is 2021 data, 2021 tactics and strategies. So if we want to be successful in 2021, we have to adapt, or I should say adopt or adapt to 2021 strategies. So I'm trying to make that transition, and I showed you how I did it on my two latest videos. Let me show you a video from about a year ago, just to show you how I've changed. So share screen, Chrome tab, and this video. So now I kind of jump right into things, but look at how long I'm talking. And I apologize right now up front for how long I'm talking, because when I watch this video in light of how we do videos even a month ago compared to September 2019, just look at the difference. I got a question from one of my viewers about how to keep her cookware nice. And I thought it was a good question. I mean, after all, we spend a lot of money on cookware, and we want it to stay nice. And for me, I have the Curtis Stone cookware. This is the cookware that I like. I like the way the bottoms look, and it is important to me that they stay nice. I want it to look just like this a year from now, 2 years from now, and 3 years from now. It does require a little bit of work, but it is doable. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, I'm Denise Jordan. Now it's 41 seconds before I do my intro. So, you know, I jumped right in, but I'm still talking. So what I would do differently today, if I was doing this video, I would open the video up with the water running, and I'd have a scrubber pad in my hand, and I'd be talking all along. And I teach women to make wise home, health, and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe, because I do videos on those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, let's jump into it. 1 minute and 8 seconds before I actually start the video, as Morgie says. So 1 minute and 8 seconds before I start telling you how to keep the cookware nice. You see how we've changed? Well, it was way too long even then. And you guys helped me to work that out and tweak it and shorten it. But even now, you know, it's like, it's when I look at it now, I'm like, oh my goodness, that was just way too long. So now let me just check the analytics. Now that I'm thinking about that, let's just look to see, because I didn't check this analytics on this one. Now, it's been over a year, so this particular video has made $16.91 for me. It has gained me 35 subscribers, and this is how much watch time and hours and views that I've gotten. So that's pretty good. I'm not mad at that at all. But the gray bar is where my usual videos are, and the blue one is this video. So this video actually did pretty good compared to my most other videos. And look how it even got like down here, it even got even more views, as time progressed. So this one, it continues to grow. So it grows well. So there's that. But now let's take a look at the intro. How many people were still on at the end of, well, it looks like it was okay. I had 71% of the people were still on. So looks like the intro wasn't bad. So again, I was talking, but at least I was giving information. And then you start to see things kind of drop a little bit. And then here it's dropping, and then even more and more right there. Let's look at the continue. It says there's 2 dips. There's a dip there, it looks like, and a dip there. Let's see the 2 dips. So there's a dip here. That's a peak, I would have thought. Well, so there's a dip there and a dip there. That looks like a peak to me. Well, let's look at the continuous segment. So this is where most of the people were on and stuck around. So I wonder what I was doing then. I would hate to have some of my lady friends or my sister-in-laws or even my sisters over the wall, and I didn't have anything to scrub it with. So I'm going to take care of that today. And I decided, or I might like to use these little Scott green pads. They really work very good. So during that particular section, I was showing you the different kinds of products that I use to keep things nice. And then you can see they just kind of gradually started dropping off down there. All right, so let me stop this one and come back over here. Okay, so interesting. I hope you guys are finding this interesting. And Thelma, Simple Southern Reflections, yes, there. Hi to you guys. Oh, so now Penny has a question. How about collabs information? Just jump into it. So Penny, what do you mean by that? Do you mean when you're given a video about collabs, about a collab that's coming up? Or do you mean when you are participating in a video, in a collaboration, and you need to share that information? So let's look at both of those things. So if you've got a collaboration coming up and you want to share information about that, then maybe you would just real quick say in this video, let me think. So let's say it's my Christmas kitchen. Well, no, we'll say it's a Valentine's kitchen vignette. I'm not doing a Valentine's kitchen vignette. That's just an example. So maybe I would say something like the Valentine's kitchen vignette is coming up and here are the details. Or the Valentine's kitchen vignette is on Friday, February 21st. Of course it's not, but let's just say Valentine's, the annual challenge for the Valentine's kitchen vignette is Friday, February 14th. Here are the details. And then you just jump in and start giving that information. And then after you give the most important information first, what it is, when it is, what they need to do. And then you can talk about this particular collaboration is hosted by at Penny's Place and Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie and this and that with Denise Jordan or whatever. That would be my suggestion. But that's a good question because, when these YouTube gurus are talking about stuff, they don't address these kind of videos. They're addressing more generic videos like how to get white shirts white and that kind of thing. So does that make sense, you guys? And then Carol is Mary saying that's a good question, Penny. Hey, Mary, I didn't see you had jumped in. Crafty Nana's here as well. So that's what makes sense to me. And then Cheryl said she stopped using the intro a while ago. So she said that makes sense. Participating, sharing collab information for others. So if you're participating in a collab, what I started doing and what I did for my own video, I just jumped in and, just started moving things around, taking down the old one and doing whatever I had to do and put in the new one. And while I was doing all of that, I talked about the fact that this was my winter kitchen vignette. And then at the end, when, I'm doing the talking head thing, I might say this video is part of a collaboration hosted by at Penny's Place and co-hosted by Kenya's Decor Corner, and check out the playlist. You know, you might do something like that. And I was working on my video for the Moonlight Clean with me, which drops tomorrow. And, you know, I really worked at, well, how am I going to get this information in? I didn't want to put it in at the beginning because I don't want people dropping off because I'm spending time saying, oh, this video was part of a collaboration hosted by myself and these are the rules. No, because I didn't want to lose people in those first 30 seconds. So I just jumped right into the video. And then toward the end, I said something like, so if you want to get more inspiration or more motivation to organize and declutter your home, click on the playlist because there's going to be lots of examples and blah, 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 blah. I put it at the end. That's probably a good question, though. Maybe I'll pose that in my inner circle group and see what they have to say about that. But those are my thoughts there. Host and co-host, sometimes we lose views because of too much information. Yes, definitely. And, you know, it's funny because I was talking to my daughter about this earlier today, and I told her what we were going to be talking about tonight and why. And she said, well, you know, sometimes if she's watching videos, she said, if the intro's too long, she'll either skip it or she'll just bounce and go somewhere else. And like I said, it makes me think about Morgie when she said, well, when is she going to start the video? So that's my little one that said, Grandma, your pictures are horrible. She was looking at my thumbnails. So yeah. Oh, so am I saying no photos for intros? I am not saying that. I am sharing my interpretation of what Nick Nimmin and Sean Cannell and the like says. And Nick was saying, if you're going to have that intro, keep it to 3 to 5 seconds. But I would have to say, yes, Loretta, I would say no still photos opening up the video. Like some people have some beautiful sliders that are anywhere from 15 to 45 seconds long, and they're beautiful and they're showing, you know, maybe different decor and different things like that. But if that's not what I came to see, I may not stick around to see all of that. So yes, that this is the change, the trend that we're seeing for 2021. So just kind of some of the things that we took for granted in 2020, 2019 are changing. I guess because people's attention spans are also reducing. You know, they said people's attention spans are like 6 seconds. Heck, a goldfish's attention span is that long, but we're not able to focus as long as we used to be. So there's that. So Penny says she's just going to have to learn to jump in. It's hard, Penny. It is hard. I cannot tell you how many times I've had to start over to try to do that. And then Michelle's doing some coffee shorts. I saw one today. That was cute. I'm like, wait, what is she doing? This little baby voice. I want coffee. That was cute. Crafty Nana says, if you put it at the end, people may drop before they hear who the host is. So you know what you could do is put it like somewhere in the middle. Let me see how I did that on this one video. Oh, wait, I got to make sure I do the thing right. Share screen, Chrome tab, and let's look at this one and see if this is what I think it is. Video, I'm going to share with you my top 20 preps for 2020. But before we get into that, if we're just meeting, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach traditional homemaking for today's homemaker. So if you want to learn more about making and keeping a home, and that includes being prepared, hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, let's get into it. So 26 seconds, and I've told you what the video is about. I've given my intro and I'm ready to go. So I tried to shorten it there, but still, for me to make that little spiel is almost 10 seconds. So, I mean, it does make a difference. So So yeah, it's difficult. It's tough. And I'm just trying to share with you guys what I'm learning to try to, implement myself. These are things that I'm trying to work on. So, okay, so now let me stop this one and come back over there. I'm always afraid that I'm going to click on the StreamYard button and click it off and then mess up the stream. Okay. So Dee said her last collaboration for cooking, she went ahead and taped her cooking and then did a voiceover that covered the collaboration information, and it seemed to keep people on. I like that idea, Dee, and that's what I've kind of been doing a little bit lately too. I've been trying to do more voiceovers, which I used to hate because it's like doing the video twice. But it does help in some aspects. But the problem with the voiceover for me is you can't do the voiceover until you get the video all edited, because you don't know where you're going to need the voice to be. But yeah, that's one way to do it, is that once you get the video done, get your editing done, and then slide the introduction somewhere in once the video has started. And that's what I've started doing when I do a voiceover. So I'll just jump right in with the video, and then somewhere about 20 or 30 seconds in, I'll do that intro. Like if we're just meeting, I'm Denise Jordan, and I say it in the same soft voice that I'm talking about the other stuff, and then I'll just keep it moving. So that seems to be helpful for me as well, Dee. So thank you for bringing that up. And Dee said there seems to be so many changes for 2021. Girl, yes, it does. It really does. So the people that I've chosen for you to take a look at just seem to be trying to get us there. And then Roberto Blake says she's going to cover a specific video all about short videos soon. Roberto Blake is the truth. And there's a channel that my friend Rebecca Valera told me about called Channel Maker. He has a whole series of about 10 videos about YouTube shorts, as does vidIQ have a whole series on how to do YouTube shorts. So I've got a few planned too. I just got to get the videos edited to a short. So we'll see how that happens. Michelle says it's hard to keep up with the changes, and it does. And so that's why one of the things I try to do here is share with you the things that I'm hearing about. I'm in Sean Cannell's inner circle, that because I joined, and I'm in his Video Ranking Academy group. Like I bought his program. So I share stuff with you guys that I'm learning there. So I just kind of share it. And on this channel, we're here just to share strategies, the tips and tricks and things like that to grow our channel. I've got 291 subscribers on this channel, but I'm not actively trying to grow this channel. This channel is just for us to get together and chat and talk about YouTube strategy, because really, who am I going to talk YouTube strategy with if I don't like talking to you guys? So I learn things when I have to look up stuff for you guys. And then when I share it, I try to do the same thing myself. Michelle said she didn't do a voiceover until a week later and forgot what she was doing on the video. Well, you have to do the editing and then go back and watch the whole thing. So yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay, so yeah, it's just hard to keep up with all the changes. So Carol said she thinks these changes makes for a more relaxed video and she likes the changes. It does make for a more relaxed video, but I have to tell you, Carol, sometimes I have to shoot that ending 3, 4, or 5 times before I get it right, because I keep wanting to add all of this stuff. And just like the intros are shorter, the outros need to be shorter. We want to get it done. So, and instead of me saying all the other stuff that I used to say now, I'm trying to teach myself to say, and instead of letting people know that I'm done, that I'm wrapping it up, say, that's how you keep your pots and pans nice. I'm trying to say, if you want more information about how to keep your pots and pans nice, click here. Or if you want to see episodes of me actually cooking off grid, cooking over an open fire, click here, rather than saying stuff to let people know I've wrapped up that part of the video. That is hard. And then, of course, today I was trying to film the ending for my Moonlight Clean with me video. And I, did the wrap up. So then the hubby comes walking in. Okay, good, you're done. And I'm like, I'm not done. He said, well, you said you're done. I said, honey, That was the first take. I'm going to do this at least 5 or 6 times before I get it right. And he was like, oh. I'm like, so either go in there and sit down and don't move and don't breathe, or go back upstairs. He said, well, I'm going back upstairs to my cage. I said, just give me 5 minutes and I'll be done. He's just so funny. Oh, Gladys, thank you so much. You know what? This is fun for me. And when I met this group of ladies, a lot of us have been together here for a while, and we used to do this on my TNT channel, This and That with Denise. But I had to move that off of that channel because my subscribers didn't sign up for that. They didn't, and they would tell me they didn't like that. So I talk about it over here and only over here so that I don't mix the two. Sometimes when they see the post about this show, they might jump on just to kind of see what we're doing. But really, it's like, no, I try to keep things separated. So, so there's, but thank you. All right. So Stephanie says she's shortened her intro and things. She hopes she's doing it right. We're all doing it. We're all trying. And we all, the other thing too, Stephanie, is we have to remember to be ourselves as well. Because, when you do your intro, you always say, if you want to do, if you like, so blah, 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 you know what to do, stick around. You have to decide if that piece is something that you want to keep in there and how you want to do it. You can just figure it out. So yeah, we're shortening intros and shortening outros and trying to get right to the point. We have to figure it out. We just have to figure out what works for us, because here's the thing. You don't want to be somebody else and be artificial. You got to do you, because nobody can be a better you than you. And remember too, different is better than better. Sean says that all the time. He says different is better than better. So my different is when I'm doing my cooking tutorials, for the most part, it's a tutorial. I'm showing you step by step by step how to do things. I don't speed things up. I might shorten it, and go from clip to clip to clip to clip, but I don't speed it up. You don't see that fast action, that kind of thing. I don't like that myself personally, so I don't do that. And my subscribers have said they appreciate that I don't do that, because then they can see what I'm doing. And I'm trying to do a better job at even getting different angles. And I just got my camera back from, the camera shop. And there's a dialogue box on it that I can't figure out. So I have to call Canon to figure out, okay, so how do I get this off? But I got my camera back. So now I'll be able to use my 2 cameras to try to get better angles again. But yeah, we just have to try to do the best we can, execute the best we can, and then try to think about how can we be the best YouTubers we can be and give our viewers the best experience they can get. The other thing, and when I was looking at the vision boards that people had done for 2021, was to look at what their goals were and what are the things that they wanted to do. And you have to think about, okay, so how can I be the best me for 2021? How can I best serve my YouTube viewers for 2021 and not worry? I've been talking too much. Which my husband might say I do all the time. But how can I give the best service to my viewers for 2021? If it's making shorter videos, I'm going to try to do that. Because, I got some goals set for things I want to try to achieve. So if it's shorter videos, just how I do that, that's what I'm going to try to do. All right, let's see. So Stephanie says voiceovers help her get to the point and not be so chatty. That's true. When you do a voiceover, you're looking at the action. And so by the time you get ready to do the voiceover, the action is already there. So it just kind of helps you get right to the point there. Oh, no, it's not too late. Simple Southern Reflections wants to know if it's too late to join my collateral. No, I just shot my video today, but it's not edited. The videos don't drop until 7:15 p.m. because it's an after dark cleaning collaboration. And I'll be spending tomorrow morning getting things edited. And, and I don't even have the playlist ready. I thought I would have, but I don't. It's just been one of those days. So So don't look for it early because it's not going to be up early probably. But no, I've got to edit my video in the morning. So it'll be going up then. I've got to get the voiceover put in. So, and yes, my husband is a trip. But I would not have it any other way. Cal's laughing now. So Crafty Nana says she always does a voiceover. D, that is a great idea. She says her husband can relate to mine. YouTuber spouse should do a collaboration. Married to a YouTuber. You know, it's like when he came downstairs, I started shooting video about noon, and I was finishing up somewhere around 3 or 3:30. And I had done half of the pantry on Saturday, and then I just had to stop and rest. And I was doing the other half of the pantry today. Both days I didn't use audio because, he's here in the house, we're pretty much on lockdown. Where are we going to go? I can't make him be quiet all the time. So I thought I won't use audio. I'll just do a voiceover later. But I did want to do audio for the outro, to wrap things up. And if the minute I started doing audio in the outro, here he comes downstairs. I'm like, seriously? Just funny. So Nana says she always does voiceovers, and I'm starting to do more of them. Hey, Leeny, I didn't know you were there. She does voiceovers all the time. Okay. Well, do I have to edit video? Yes, because when I do a video, first of all, I turn it on and off and turn it on. Because, you guys don't want to sit there and watch 30 minutes while I'm trying to figure out where this jar is going to go, where that jar is going to go, and all that kind of thing. And when I'm scrubbing out the cupboard, you don't want to see 30 minutes of me scrubbing. So I might show a few seconds, 10 or 15 seconds of me scrubbing, then I'll shut it off. And then I'll move it to another spot, and then I'll get it a little bit more. And I have to edit, clip, and trim, and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. I'll have to listen to some of Crafty Nana's videos. I don't think I've seen any. Okay. So there's that one. So now we've been on this one for a while. So before I forget, and this video was only 5 minutes. So I want you guys do look at Nick Nimmin's video. It is 5 minutes long. So if you've not looked at it, please do. You will get so much value from it. The other video that I have for you guys to watch is this one. Now, let's see. Share screen, Chrome tab, and it is this one. It's this one by Sean Cannell on how to make money with a small YouTube channel. Let me stop sharing it now because I don't want to get in trouble. That video was pretty awesome. Now, let me tell you what he did for this video, number one, because I saw this guy that he's talking to when he talked to him. Sean does a show, I think it's every Tuesday, called Coffee with Cannell. He's on for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half every week. And then after he gives whatever the topic is he's going to talk about, he will let 3 or 4 people come on. So let's say it's you or me, we're watching. You can click on a link or something like that and ask to be on the hot seat. And then he'll pull you on the show as an invited guest. And with StreamYard, you can invite people into the studio. They can ask a question. And then he gives them a $64,000 answer. And this guy is called Dennis from Scratch, and he just started a new YouTube channel, and it's a cooking channel. I mean, I got out my pencil, and I'm like, I was writing down everything because everything he was telling that guy, because the guy has a cooking channel, I could use. And I did make some notes about that because, so you guys, please, please, please watch that video. Now, this is the thing. Sean's and the Think Media team, their perspective is that YouTube is not a hobby. It can be. They said if you want it just to be a hobby, that's fine. But from his perspective, YouTube is a business. And I have learned that as well. It took me over a year to make that transition. But being under his influence for so long, I see YouTube as a business. And so now he's talking to this guy. This guy has like less than 500 subscribers. He's just getting started. And the guy wants to be able to make money on YouTube. He says, so I'm a small channel. How can I do that? First thing Sean tells him, first of all, he says is focus on influence and then focus on the income. What do we mean by focus on influence? Watch time. You got to get that watch time up, get people watching you, liking what you do, and then coming on back every time. And as you build influence, you will build your subscriber numbers. That's number one. The other thing he said was to sign up for affiliate links. So they're, like an Amazon store. How many of us shop at Amazon now? All the time. I made $70 on Amazon for the first time. Now, I don't really try much to push my Amazon links. Like if I'm doing a cooking video, like when I did my off-grid cooking videos, and I had that new Dutch oven, and I would put the link in the description box below, but I didn't really try to push it very much. But if I was working it right, I would do a better job of suggesting or at least doing videos that showcase the products I would like people to purchase. Or even if you said, let me just take a look at that pot. And so you click on my Amazon link and you look at the pot and you think, it's a little pricey. I don't think I want to buy that one. But oh, shoot, I need to get some new curtains for the bedroom. So you go click and you buy curtains for the bedroom. Well, I still get credit for that sale. And for the next 24 hours, Amazon keeps the cookies, and anything you purchase in the next 24 hours, I get a little bit of credit. Might be a nickel, might be a quarter, might be $1. Sean tells a story about how he made $300 or $400 off of one sale that he didn't know anything about. And someone had clicked on his link to look at something he was promoting on his channel. And they didn't buy that. But they were also a coin collector. And they ended up buying some kind of a coin, which they found on Amazon that cost over $1,000. And it was like, whoa. So if you're a YouTube creator, you should have an Amazon store. You should have an Amazon affiliate link. And you don't have to have 1,000 subscribers to do that. You can have just a few subscribers to do that. And you don't even have to have any. You can just be starting your channel and you can ask Amazon, sign up. There's a process to do it. Now, you do have to get so many people have to at least buy something within a certain period of time, or they'll close your store because they feel like there's no point in you having a store if nobody's buying anything from a store. But it's an option. And then he talked about trying to get sponsors and brand deals and different things like that. And a lot of people get free products and, you can do reviews and things like that. And that was one of the things the guy asked about was, how can I even get products to do reviews? I don't have any viewers yet. And so one of the things that Sean suggested was, even if you're not monetized, you can do product reviews on products that you already have. Like when I did a product review on my Dyson stick vacuum cleaner, I bought that vacuum cleaner myself with money that I got as a gift for my retirement. And I saved it and bought that vacuum cleaner. Well, then I did a review about the vacuum cleaner. My Curtis Stone pans, and I showed you guys that example of, I had ordered those. My sister had told me about them, so I ordered them and I liked them, so I ordered them. So then I did a couple of reviews about those. You can start doing reviews about things, products that you have in your own home, but just make sure it's on brand. Now, what do I mean by on brand? Well, what is your brand is a good question. I finally figured out that my brand is homemaking, traditional homemaking. I want to be the modern day June Cleaver on YouTube. So my brand includes cooking, cleaning, laundry, and prepping, because being a homemaker means being prepared. So those are the things that I do. I also will do health and beauty. That's part of being a homemaker. Health, because, mama's the one that's got to make sure that everybody's healthy. And, we like to be presentable or pretty as well. So I don't do very many beauty product videos or reviews anymore. But, so there's that. Now, let me just see. Am I missing something? New comments. So Michelle said she started making more money from her Amazon store finally last year. I made $70 in December, and that's the first time I think I've ever made that much. One year I checked and I made $12. I'm like, well, whoopee. But then again, like Sean says, don't despise small beginnings. He would show his first check on Amazon was like $2. But today, they get over $30,000 a month on Amazon affiliates or different kind. I shouldn't say Amazon affiliates, on affiliate links. So those are some things that we as creators can consider doing. Now, what kind of affiliates do you want to have? Well, it depends upon what kind of things you do on your channel. For those of you that do DIY, maybe you might be an affiliate with some of the companies or brands that do DIY products, glue guns and pens and pencils and papers and, all kinds of stuff like that. So those are some things to think about. And Dee said she started an Amazon affiliate in October, but just placed her first link yesterday. Oh, well, Dee, I'm glad you did. So now one of the things, and I met this one lady at the Grow with Video Live YouTube conference in Vegas 2 years ago, when you could go to conferences in person. And I got to talk with her, and she said that she kind of coaches people on YouTube as well. But she said when she does her YouTube channel, anything that she's doing her channel about, she's got a product that she can present and encourage people to consider purchasing from Amazon. I never thought about it that way. But now I'm beginning to think, okay, I see it. I can see it, but it's got to make sense. It's just got to make sense. So Penny wants to know, do I have the information on how to set up an Amazon affiliate link? You have to just go to Amazon. If you click or Google Amazon affiliate, you'll get a site will come up, and make sure you have the right Amazon affiliate, because you don't want to like join somebody's team and anything like that. But there's an Amazon affiliate link. Is what you want, and then you can, or is it Amazon Associates? I'll try to find it, and when I do, I'll put it in the description box. I'll find it, and it probably won't happen till tomorrow. But I'll find it and put it in there, because I know I was talking to one person and they got the wrong link. It was someone that was trying to have a team or something like that, and it was the wrong link. So I'll find it and put it in the description box for you so that you guys can find it. Also, while I'm thinking about it, Sean Cannell's having a 7-day influencer challenge coming up, and I put the link to the challenge in the description box. You do have to sign up for it. It starts on Tuesday. It is amazing, and you will learn a lot. You will learn so much. You will see why I enjoy his perspective. So I encourage you to consider doing that. And then Michelle has mentioned Magic Links before, and I need to do that, Michelle. It's a good affiliate too, especially if you like Target. It's for Walmart, Old Navy, Home Depot, and more. So this Magic Links, you can sign up for more than just one thing. So I'm going to have to do that too. So thank you, Michelle, for sharing that piece. I hadn't heard of Magic Links either until Michelle told me about them. magiclinks.com. That's how you find it. So look at it there, and then you can just research the information in that regard. Oh, okay. So Gladys, thank you. She said, Penny, just go to Amazon and then scroll to the bottom of the page, and you will see where it says Amazon affiliate. Click on that, and then it gives you all the information that you need. That way you won't get tricked. So, okay. So yeah, thank you for that. So you guys should definitely do that. YouTube is a business or it's a very expensive hobby, either one. And you get to decide. And for me, it's really been a pretty much of an expensive hobby until the last year. And now I am beginning to make a little money on YouTube. I was able to buy my new computer with the money that I've made from YouTube over the past couple of years. Like when I get a paycheck, I just put it in the savings account. Because it's not like I'm living off of my YouTube money. I just put it in savings and then I save it up. And when my computer died, I was able to buy my new computer. Now that my iPad has died, I may have to buy a new one of those, because I realized that I use my iPad to go live when I'm doing my other live streams in the kitchen and things like that. So I'm going to try that Magic Links too, Michelle. That makes sense. And Dee's going to try it as well. So both the videos for tonight were only 5 minutes long, and they are both jam-packed with value. I encourage all of you to look at both of those videos. I think you will learn a lot from them. And like, for example, Mary, your channel is primarily gardening and different things like that. Watching that Sean Cannell video on how to monetize your channel just gave me lots of ideas on different things that I can do in my niche. So twice I've done a Prepping with Denise show. And that's one of the things that Sean says is we need to have a show that we're doing either every week or at least every 2 weeks that's unique for our channel. So he was talking to this dentist guy and he said you could have a gadget of the week. So for those of you that are doing DIY, maybe it's going to be your a glue gun of the week, or it could be some kind of a tip of the week or some new product of the week or something like that. For those of you like Diva who are doing home decor, maybe it might be a decor piece of the week or decor tip of the week or just some new thing of the week, a show that you do every week. It can be live or it could not be, and it doesn't have to be long. I've done 2 Prepping with Denise shows, and they were fun. Now, this last one, I had only meant to be on for 30 minutes because, you know, I was already prepared. I had my questions and my comments and everything all laid out. I had my props and right there so I could go. And people kept asking questions and we just got to talking and it was so much fun. We were on 2 hours, which was nice. But, you know, I hadn't intended to. And it was a lot of fun. And, you know, we get a lot of nice people on in the group that we're in here. We get a lot of nice people on. So now, Mary says that's great. I'm not sure what's great. Oh, that I finally started making a little bit of money. So Michelle says she doesn't make as much from Magic Links as Amazon, but it's something. So you guys just have to start. You just have to start. You just have to start. And then as you start, then you start thinking about, so how can what kind of product makes sense for me to promote or to even talk about on my channel? So when I'm doing my prepping and I'm cooking off grid, it makes sense for me to talk about my Dutch oven. If I'm cooking off grid, it could make sense for me to show my Curtis Stone stock pot that I could use on top of the grill or something like that, or whatever. Or it could be like a set of a barbecue set or a whole, I don't know, because I haven't really thought much about that piece yet. But whatever it is, it needs to make sense for you and for your channel. So Dee said it's a good idea, and it's not my idea. That's directly from my mentor, Sean Cannell. He tells us at least once a month, you need to be hosting a weekly show for your channel. That's why he does Coffee with Cannell every week, and it's about YouTube strategy. I'm only started mine every couple of weeks about prepping because, number one, I'm pretty much a novice prepper, and I approach prepping from the perspective of homemaking, not doomsday or anything like that. So I don't have that much to talk about every week on that subject, at least not yet, you know. But we'll see. And then Leeny has a live show. She does 1 live a week and then 2 videos a week, so 3 altogether. So yeah, she does her live show every week, and she'll either have a guest on or she'll work on a project or something like that. And yeah, it is a lot. So Michelle is giving us some great advice, ladies. She said it's good to get affiliate links now so you can practice working them into your video. So when you get more subbies, it'll work well for you. And see, I've watched how some of these other YouTube channels do that. I was watching, I think, Robin at Faith and Flower, and she was talking about that new cookbook that she's doing on her channel. She's got this new cookbook called Cook Once, Eat All Week, and it's by Cassie Joy Garcia, and it's a gluten-free cookbook where you spend 1 day prepping and cooking things to make the basic things. And then you've got meals for 3 days during the week where you just kind of assemble a few things. And she talked about the cookbook on her show, and she showed herself making these different meals. So I said, oh, that sounds like a pretty good cookbook. I ordered the cookbook. So you see, and it wasn't like she was really trying to push it. She just said, if you're interested in taking a look at it, I'll link it in the description box below. Well, I looked at it, so you see what I'm saying? And once I saw Diva, she was doing a video, and I can't remember what it was about, but she's got those really cute Pioneer Woman measuring cups. And she was doing a video, and I saw her use the 1 cup measure, and I thought, oh, that is such a cute picture. And I love little pictures. I love really pretty, dainty little pictures. I ordered it because I saw her with it. So there's just little things. And you know how we women are. We'll be like, oh, what is that back there? We'll be trying to say, what is that over there? Well, what's that on her counter? Wait a minute. You know how we are. Come on now. You know how we are. So you'll see something and then you'll try to get it ordered. Oh, and let me show you what I got. See if I can. Oh, I don't think I can. Let me see if I can tip this up. Look at there. My daughter sent me that for Christmas. Isn't that cool? She sent me that picture of Kamala Harris. So I can just see the end of it. So like, if people are like, well, what is that? Well, that's what that is back there. All right. Oh, the Minimal Mom talked about that cookbook. Yeah, she did. I did hear her talk about it, but I heard Robin talk about it first. So, I ordered it. So then I mentioned on my grocery haul video that I had gotten the cookbook, and I'm going to do some videos with it. And I tried a couple of the recipes. They were so easy. Me and the hubby loved them. So yeah. So you just kind of casually mention the products. You don't just like do a hard sell. And I'm learning by watching others how they do that. And if you're interested, you can find it in my Amazon store and just keep it moving. Thank you, Cal. All right. So guys, we've been on for a while. So I think we've covered everything. But please watch both the videos. They're only 5 minutes long. I'm going to let you guys go so that, we're not spending a lot of time here. So that if you want to go and check out those 2 videos, you can. They're already linked in the description box. And the updates on Open Invites and Collabs are in there as well. But all of them except for the ones by Deco Easy. She sent me the email and I lost it. With my iPad dead, it's like I can't find anything. So I sent her an email, told her that I'd lost her information and could she send it back. But I think they do their Fun Day Sunday on the 3rd Sunday. Is that today? Let me look. That's not today, is it? Because if that's today, then I've messed that up. Oh, yeah. It's either the 3rd Sunday or the 4th Sunday. So when is yeah. So does anyone know when the Fun Day Sunday for Deco Easy is? Is that the 3rd Sunday? So they're all in there except for that one. So I sent her an email and told her, I said, I'm sorry, but I lost your email. So please send it to me again. Because they're doing a Sunday Fun Day, the 3rd or the 4th Sunday of the month. And they're also doing something on Wednesday on the 3rd or 4th Wednesday of the month. So as soon as they give me that information, I'll get it in there. Oh, the last Sunday of the month is Sunday Fun Day. So then I still have time to get that in and get it updated. And then there's a Wednesday thing that they've got going on too. And so Andrea said, this was a good session. Oh, I'm glad. I find the sessions are so much better now that I know how to share screens, because I'm not just like, as Morgan says, well, why is she still talking? I'm not just talking. So there's that. Oh, and speaking of Kamala Harris, there's going to be a special about her that comes on at 10 o'clock tonight on CNN, 10 o'clock Eastern on CNN, I think, where they just talk a little bit about her and all of that. So if you're a fan, be sure to check her out. And the last Sunday of the month. So let me get that on my list. And I'll get that updated. I won't do it until tomorrow, though, because I'm already tired. And the thing is when she sent it to me, she said, well, on this Sunday, we do this, and on this Wednesday, we do that. I'm like, well, could you send me the dates? Because then I have to go to the calendar and look for each one. And I did look for the DIY Mommy. There were nothing up yet about her challenges for the year. So I'm writing down Sunday Fun Day, last Sunday of the month. And then I'll get that on the list tonight because I've already got the list in there. I can make that edit real quick. All right. So I think Loretta's saying she likes the fact that it's organized. It really does help. Well, I'm glad it does help you. Yeah, and so it's in there in the description box already. So just check that out. And organizers. Oh, I got that, and then I print off the list. So then that way I'll keep the list in my planner. Then that way I can check to see if there's one that I'm going to jump in on, which typically I don't do collabs anymore because it's, it just doesn't seem to work for my brand. And then a couple of times when I tried, my numbers took a hit, but we'll see. But yes, and speaking of organizers, I did talk about a little bit about my planner, and I showed my vision board for 2021. I jumped in on Stephanie's collaboration, but I did it on this channel. I didn't do it on my TNT channel. I did it on this channel because that's the only way I could get, well, I think that's the only way I could get away with it. But here's the thing. What I just learned recently was that Robin at Faith and Flower, she has an affiliate link with Erin Condren Planners. I'm like, seriously? She has an affiliate link with Erin Condren Planners. Erin Condren is huge. And they send her all kind of goodies. And she uses their planner every year. And then she showed in her video how she uses it to keep herself organized in her home appointments and her YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. And she just kind of worked it in nicely. And then she went on. Next thing you know, she's doing laundry. And I'm like, okay. So I've been examining her channel. Let me put down the name of her channel. It is called Faith and Flower. And if you go there, tell her I sent you. But if you go there, examine the video. Examine the video. Don't just look at the video. Examine the video. How does the video start? How does the video end? What does she do in the video? How does she move from section to section? What kind of angles and views and all that kind of thing are you given? That's what you want to do. When I tell you guys to examine your competition, which just means examine the people that are in the same niche that you're in, that's what you want to do. So that if there's things that you can learn from them, and of course, we can always learn something from everyone, either as we learn what to do or what not to do, just take it all in. Okay, so let's see. Sticky Tuesday. Deco Easy has a new challenge called Sticky Tuesday on their community tab. It's the second Tuesday at 4 p.m. The first one only is Monday, January 11th. So the first one's over. So second Sunday Fun Day is the last Sunday, and then Sticky Tuesday. Well, I told you I lost her email, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how I lost it, but Sticky Tuesday, the second Tuesday at 4. So now I'll need to go to my calendar and figure out like what's the fourth Sunday and what's the second Tuesday, but at least I can get it in there. So I'll do that. But I'm not doing that till tomorrow. But thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. You guys help me stay on track. Either Carol knows or Stephanie knows. It's like those two always kind of know what's going on. Oh, well, Carol said you can get an affiliate link for almost anything these days. Boy, let me tell you something else. When I was watching Robin's channel at Faith and Flower, looks like she got a sponsored video, or either, I think it was sponsored, for dog food. She's got this cute little dog named Austin. And she got this huge big bag of dog food. Then she got bowls and dishes and then a little placemat on the floor, a floor mat, I should say, that the bowl, the water bowl and the food bowl goes on. And then she talked about, the dog's food. And, you see the dog in her videos all the time because she's home all day and the dog's there, of course, running around or whatever. And I'm like, she's got a dog sponsorship. How cool is that? I'm not mad at her. I'm not jealous. I'm not mad at her at all. But would I like some of that shine? Yes, indeedy. So, and that's something we should all be working for. So like Crafty, Leeny, hopefully you can be getting some sponsors and affiliate links in regards to craft products and things like that. I think we've talked about that once before. And all of you guys should. So yeah. So Dee said that's her 2021 goals is affiliate links. My 2021 goals, I want at least 3 sponsors. I want more affiliate links, more affiliate links. I want some sponsored videos. And I want to start my own apron line. Ooh. Now, how that's going to happen, I don't know. But I'm dreaming big. So like Sean said, like, how can we make this $1 million brand? He said, you know what? And he was talking to Dennis from scratch. And I'm like, I'm pretending he's talking to me. And he says, so how can we make this $1 million brand? And I know it's too soon to think that, but you got to reverse engineer it. So you got to think like way out here starting today so we can work towards that goal. I want my own apron line. Now, how am I going to get there? I don't have a clue. But at least I got to have the idea, the desire, and then start to figure out the baby steps. So there. Okay, Sign Wednesday. What is a Sign Wednesday? Okay, I knew there was a Wednesday something. Sign Wednesday, that was it. I knew there was a Wednesday something. Sign Wednesday on January 20th. I don't know how I lost that email. Yep, aprons. That's what I want, my own, but we'll have to see. So yeah, Michelle, you're always at Home Depot? Yes. How do you start a merchandise line? I don't know, but you know what? Teespring did contact me. They do t-shirts and stuff though, so I don't know, but Crafty Leeny says she's seen it. All right. Hey, I'm with you. So yeah, and so now, Nana, you're checking out the new cordless Robbie glue gun. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how many subscribers you have, but that's the other thing that we're learning for 2021. It ain't about the number of subscribers. It's about the watch time. Because they don't have to subscribe. They just need to watch. So how many unique visitors do you have that's coming and watching your videos, but they're not subscribed? It don't matter. How much is your watch time? Now, sponsors want to know not only subscribers, but how many unique visitors do you have? YouTube wants to know watch time. So you get that watch time up. So like Sean says, influence comes first and income comes second. So get the watch time up. You should be, write to these people and see if they'll send it to you and you can do a video about it. You can just use it. Or if you've already purchased it for yourself, you use it in your next video and you talk about how much you enjoy using this new cordless glue gun. And trust me, I get it. I very rarely use a glue gun because, I am not crafty in that way. So when I need to glue something, I'll say, honey, where's the glue gun? And, he's got one because that's his thing. And he'll bring it out, set it up for me. And then it's always falling over. Or I'm doing this or doing that, or I'm burning myself on the glue gun. But I see the value of a cordless glue gun because the ones we have cords. And I have to be concerned about making sure it's not in the way of whatever I'm working on. So I could see you doing a video and you showing people that you're using that. And then people say, oh, look at that. There's no cord. And you say, now, just in case you're interested in checking this out, you can check out the link in my affiliate, my Amazon store below. Or I've got it linked in the description box. You just might want to check it out and just keep it moving. How many people on here would want a cordless glue gun? I think the winter, don't I already have that in there? Liz, let me just double check now. But I thought I already had that down because Love My Babies Forever told me about. I think she was the one that told me about that one. But let me see. That one, because I remembered that one, because I remember last week when I looked at it, I didn't think that what they said, what you guys say it's about, and the title just seemed a little incongruent to me. But where is that? I thought I had that one already. Did I forget it? Because I know I had that one. The Winter Icy Decor collab. What's the date? What is the date, Liz? Because I thought I had that already. Because I got that last week. Last Sunday, I put it on. And you know, sometimes people will tell me something that night and I'll just stick it like in the description box and then forget to transfer it to my notes. Okay, so Mary said she would love a cordless glue gun, just like I would too. So, you know, Leeny said that Plaid is great to work with and BB Craft. Check them out. See if you can get them to sponsor you guys. There's a lot of people that's into that. And yeah, I'm definitely going to try to work on this apron thing. I definitely am going to try to. So Gigi says, what is your preferred associate store ID? What does this mean for the Amazon affiliate program? I think, well, there's two ways you can do Amazon affiliate program. You can have Amazon affiliate. You can just be an Amazon affiliate. And then you would learn how to find products that you want to suggest or promote on your channel, and you get the link for them, and then you're able to put them in your description box, and it's a name and that kind of thing that's specific for your affiliate store. And when you sign up, like there'll be a little, like they'll give you a name, like, you know, mine, I think mine is like this and that with Denise or something like that. But then once you sign up, they'll give you a name. You get to choose to a certain degree for with so many characters what your name is. The other difference is you can have an Amazon storefront, which I think is even better. And the first storefront I saw was, I think Kimberly Davis at Diva's storefront. And I was like, wait a minute, how'd she get that? Mine doesn't look like that. So after I got to checking a little bit more, the storefront is different from just the affiliates. But with the storefront, you get a whole page that's, you can put different products on there that you just like, that you promote, that you enjoy, whatever. And they can go to your storefront, click on that product or click on other products. But regardless, they're still in your Amazon store. So for example, if you look in my affiliate links, and I don't have any over here usually, or I'll just put the aprons in there sometime. But I'll have my Amazon storefront there, and that's the first link I've got. But then I'll also link specifically to individual products, and I get credits for those too. So, but you just have to go there and kind of go walk yourself through the instructions. It's not too bad. Oh, Leeny says she just bought her domain today. Well, congratulations. I'm hoping that I'll have my website ready to launch next Sunday. If it's ready to launch next Sunday, I'll tell you guys about it. But there's just a couple more things that I need to do to it, and then my website will be ready. And then I'll be ready to have to do a giveaway and launch it. And I wanted to have a giveaway for my 38,000 subscribers on my TNT channel. So all that is planned. Okay, Liz says January 26th. I thought I had that in here. Why is it in here? All right, I'll get that on there, Liz. And I think probably what happened is when she sent it to me, I went ahead and I just typed it in the description box, but I didn't type it on the page where I keep my notes. And then sometimes if I forget to do that, then when I'm copying and pasting from the notes, if there's been something new on there, I miss it. So, because I know it's in the last week's information, but January 26th, let me get that in here. It's cold outside. The Winter Decor collab. All right, I'll get that in there tonight because I don't want to miss that because people will come looking. So, when is the Valentine coffee bar? I've got Valentine's Day tiered tray. So when is that, Diva? What date is that? Okay, I got Liz. I got it. So Michelle said a website is on her list this year. She bought the domain years ago. I bought my domain 2 years ago, and so finally this year it's going to get done. Okay, so you say you see it on there. Let me just double check. I thought I had that one on there. I don't have the Heaven's Pearls one, so I'll get that on there, Liz. The Winter Decor, because I think it was, I'll look on your channel. You said the information's there. I couldn't remember that girl's name. Anyway, I'll look. All right, ladies, let me make these corrections, but thank you guys. I think this has been a good session. We had some good discussion, so I enjoyed that. Dee said she needs to figure out the storefront. She only has the associates and affiliate links. There's a under manage my affiliate links. There's a whole different thing for the storefront, and it gives you a nice little page that just having the affiliate links doesn't do. Now, some people don't want to go to your storefront. They just want to go straight to Amazon. So that's why I put them both there. But all right, ladies, it's been good. I enjoyed talking with you guys tonight. This has been a good one. Oh, wait a minute. January 30th. And it's the Valentine's Day coffee bar. Tea decor. My style. And Diva. Okay. I'll get those in here tonight too. So as soon as I close this out, I'll edit this and get those in there. So thank you guys. We got some interesting things to look forward to for this year. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. All right, ladies, good night. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next week. Same time, same station. Bye.